to another video from Q14of Solutions. You're currently watching the support videos that are covering the British International Distance College Maths module. I'm taking you through different assignment questions to help show you how to do some of the workings in order to get to the answer. Visit our website for more information and consider following us on Instagram and Twitter. Keep watching the YouTube channel. We have completed the first 13 questions. We are now going to be continuing with question number 4 from assignment number 2. So let's begin. Question 14 states, A. The surface area of a person's body, A square meters, is given by the formula A equals the square root of HM over 3600, where H is the height in centimeters and M is the mass in kilograms. Then they talk about two individuals. A. 1 talks about Dolores is 167 centimeters high and has a mass of 70 kilograms. Calculate the surface area of her body. So we need to apply the information that we've been given to the formula. So A is going to equal the square root of her height, which is 160 centimeters, times M, which is her mass in, was it kilograms? Yes, it was, so 70, divided by 3600 equals. And they did tell us to calculate, yes, calculate the surface area of her body. So I'm going to grab my scientific calculator and I'm going to insert those values into my calculator in order to get an answer. Divide by 3600, close bracket, equals, I'm getting 1,8020,050,5056. That's what I'm getting. So if we're to calculate the surface area of her body, in terms of the formula that we've calculated, her body would take up 1.8 meters squared. Obviously I need to put meters squared here, or square meters, and that's what the formula is providing us with. Then the second part is focusing on Eric. We have another individual. Here they tell us that Eric has a mass of 80 kilograms. Find his height if his body surface area A is equal to 1.99. So now I've got 1.99 here equal to the formula without the height, because I'm looking for heights. So height times his mass, which is 80 over 3600. So I'm solving for H. Notice, when I have a square root sign and I have a left hand and right hand side, in order to get rid of the square root, I'm going to square the left and I'm going to then square the right. So 1.9 squared is 3,9601 equal to, if I square that, I'm going to be left with H times 80 over 3600. I'm going to move the 3600 to the left, so I'm going to times that number by 3600, and I then get 14256,36 equal to 80H. So now I'm going to solve for H. So H is going to equal the number that I've just worked out, the 14256.36, divide by 80 gives us an answer of 178,2045, and that would be the centimeters, and that would be the height of that individual. So Eric's height would be 178.2045 centimeters. The next question, make H the subject of the formula. So we're going to have to convert the way that that formula looks in terms of manipulating it and making H the subject. So A equals square root HM over 3600. That's what we were given. They want h to be the subject of the equation. So again, I'm going to apply rules. I'm going to square that. So I'm going to have a squared equal to hm over 36. Then I want h as the subject, so I'm going to take everything else to the left. I'm going to have a squared times 3600 over, I'm going to have m coming to that side, so m is here, equal to h. So h would equal to a squared times 3600 over m. That would be the subject of the well, that would be the equation when h is the subject of the formula. Question 14 goes on, and now there's a part B. 14b states, factorize factorize x squared minus 9x plus 8. That's what they've given us. Factorize x squared minus 9x plus 8. So if I'm factorizing, I'm going to have two brackets here, and I've got a plus there at the end, and I've got a minus in the middle. So that means I need two negatives. Then I've got x squared, which can be split into x times x, and then I just need two numbers, obviously 8 and 1, because minus 8 minus 1 gives you minus 9, and if I multiply minus 8 with minus 1, I get plus 8. So that would be the answer that I'm identifying in terms of factorizing that trinomial. That's all they asked for, yes? Yes, that's correct. So B said factorize that, which I have. I factorized that. Perfect. Let's continue. 14c. The third part talks about Eric again. So now Eric is obviously running. So they write here that Eric runs a race at an average speed of x meters per second. His time is 3x minus 9 seconds, and the race distance is 2x squared minus 8 meters. Write down an equation in x and show that. Writes down an equation in x. So I'm writing down an equation for x, and that was his speed, and then obviously the race distance is that many meters. Okay, so do you guys agree? If I'm looking at Eric's performance, he's going to run at a specific speed, and if I times it by time, that's going to give me the total distance of the race. So speed times time equals distance. We know that Eric's running the race at an average speed of x meters per second. So his speed is x meters per second. Okay, that's the unit of measurement. His time is 3x minus 9 seconds. Okay, so that's the unit of measurement there, seconds. And the race distance is, so the race distance is 2x squared minus 8, and that's obviously in meters. Okay, meters per second. So that's what we've been given. So obviously speed times time equals distance. They say write down an equation in x that shows that x squared minus 9x plus 8 equals 0. So they're obviously taking everything to one side, making it all equal to 0. So let's multiply these exponents, these variables out. X times 3x is 3x squared. X times minus 9 is minus 9x. Equal to, well, I'm not going to have equal that. I'm going to take everything to this side. So minus 2x squared plus 8 equals 0, because it's speed times time equals distance. Great, so now I'm going to have what on this side? Well, 3x squared minus 2x squared gives you x squared minus 9x plus 8 equals 0. So we have written an expression that has that, which is true. So x squared minus 9x plus 8 would be true. That expression is correct. That was number 1. 14c1. There's another part of the question, so C2. They want you to solve x squared minus 9x plus 8 equals 0. So earlier you were asked to factorize, so that's easy. I'm going to have x minus 1, x minus 8 equals 0. If I multiply out, negative times negative is a positive 8, that's fine. And if I subtract the 2, minus 1 minus 8 is minus 9. So therefore I'll have x equal to 1, or in this bracket I'll have x equal to 8. And that would be my two answers for x. X could either be 1 or x could be 8. Then C3, the third part here, says write down Eric's time and the race distance. Write down Eric's time and the race distance. So I'm looking for Eric's time. Eric's time is denoted by an equation. His time is 3x minus 9. 3x minus 9. So what am I going to do? I'm going to substitute 1 in, and I'm going to substitute 8 in, because those are the two answers that I've gotten over there for x. So if I substitute 1 and 8 in here, what do I get? Well, let's have a look. If x equals 1, if x equals 8. If x equals 1, 1 times 3 is 3. 3 minus 9 is minus 6. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 minus 9, 24 minus 9 is 15. Can I have negative time? The answer is no. So minus 6 would be out. The answer would be 15 seconds. That would be Eric's time. And then they asked for the race distance. So the race distance we saw earlier was given by the equation 2x squared minus 8 meters. So again, I know what x is. X can either be 1 or x could be 8. So if x is 1 or if x is 8, what do the answers come out to? So let's check. 1 squared is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 minus 8 gives me an answer of 2 minus 8 minus 6 meters. You can't have a race that has negative meters. That would be out. Then I've got 8 squared. So 8 times 8 is 64. 64 times 2 is 128. Minus 8 meters gives you 120. 120 meters. Is it possible to run that? Definitely, and that is positive, so the distance of the race is 120 meters. That concludes question 14. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please post them below. Consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video by hitting the thumbs up button, and we'll keep creating more videos to help you.